Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. And here's Forlan. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Conte. And it's Ibrahimovic. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Lovely feet. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No way through. Oh, super find. Messi has it out wide and in space. Oh, good ball! Good take and Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. Now there's a fine ball. Messi driving. Messi!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Hazard venturing down the left. Forlan. Now, can they get him away? That's really well manoeuvred. Shoots! There it is! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Number 19, Yamal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. And Messi! And he's stuck it away. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Big chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Forlan. Well, that looks a decent ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Totti. Kante going forward. Conte. Schneider. Tonali. Oh, it's Batistuta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Forlan. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. And this is Forlan, picked out brilliantly. Totti, that's good running with the ball. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Batistuta. Schneider, nicely shaped ball, and it's been played through. Hakimi deals with that. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Second period then underway. Shevchenko. Oh, that's nice. And Shevchenko! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Nice control. Chance for a shot! Nearly, but not quite. Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Oh, such a clever touch. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yamal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. He's found a way through. That is a crunching tackle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Shevchenko. Oh, super ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tonali. Some really good ball movement. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Forlan. Rijkaard. Here's Tar. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal. And it's Rijkaard. Conte. And here's Schneider.
Ibrahimovic
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well played. Schneider. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's come loose. Showing great feet there. Ronaldinho. That's good play. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And this is the big chance.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Simmons! And it's Hakimi. Hakimi running with intent. Oh, sweet feet.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Schneider. Yamal. That is a brilliant interception.
2 added minutes has been
Looking for the run. Well, they can break here. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Engages and forces him off the ball. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Miami can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, here is one of those Japanese stars who has made a truly global impact. Actually, he never did play for any of the genuine super clubs, but he was massively appreciated wherever he did go.
Yeah, Kakitani, a player who never really had a fixed role, Peter. He values work ethic over all other qualities. I expect he'll be covering and exchanging positions with everyone from, say, central midfield to central striker. A very difficult player to pick up.
The less said about that pass, the better. He's found a way through. Closing in on goal. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Kakitani. It's a threatening ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a promising position. Takes aim and cross. Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And here's Kakitani. And that is not getting there. Vissel Kobe applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Gone all the way through to the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That has been slung wide. And this is Kakitani! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Vissel Kobe are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. But he's forced to go back. Pressing high and with purpose. That's really well cleared. And it's Kakitani. Now there's a fine ball. It's Kakitani! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 24 minutes...
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Vissel Kobe currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. That's good running with the ball. Inui, can he get on the end of this? Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Look at the space here. Kakitani! That's put paid to the danger.
Kakitani really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pulls it back.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. That's just playing...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, just a keep. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And he was alert to it. Soma. Now it's Kakitani. Now, can they get him away? Forced to go back. Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He won't be happy with that one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Inui. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'd like to draw your attention.
Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then.
Vissel Kobe have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Referee has just said play on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's got away. Driving forward, steaming on goalwards. Inui, and they can counter here. That's a good run he's making there. Looking to play him in. An instinctive delivery. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Kakitani has found the net here, of course. It's run loose here. Kakitani. It's Kakitani! And he has his goal. And that was his 20th goal for this team. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitutions taking place.
Shimizu Espulse choosing to make the first change. Vissel Kobe have their lead. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And he was quick to react. That is ended up in no man's land. Very nicely done, good spot that. Shimizu Espulse do have a chance to counter here. Soma. There's the crossfield ball. Lovely pass, but can he get... Goes for a shot! And no mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So we have
Number
movement
10.
on both benches.
Number 17.
So the lead now
Number
is
8.
2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
9. Substitution.
And smartly reclaimed. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Shimizu Espulse cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Soma, upright and purposeful. Now the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Shimizu Espulse really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's well spotted. Chance here to counter. That's been cut out, well played. He's looking wide. And the return pass. Muto. And this is Kakitani. He has found the way through.
Vissel Kobe can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hangs in a cross. Cleared away. Incoming delivery.
Has been indicated.
And now they can clear their lines. Muto. And it's been given away. He's picked his way through, and he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
Hello, everybody,
The objectives
and
are
welcome to
clear.
today's match.
To miss out on them would
Manchester
be
United
unthinkable.
against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just the destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shot at goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He'll try to keep this alive. And he lines up a cross. Terrific effort! Deftly away. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well-timed, excellent interception. Looking for options for movement. Solar. And Solar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And that is expertly dealt with. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Tevez, and he cuts out the supply. Now he's off and running. And he welcomes it in. Azar looking to be a menace in the final third. Cherki was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodri. Great vision. Now it's Azar. Azar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Bruno Guimaraes. Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your... And the shots! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found a way through. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aimed beyond the defence. He's being urged. Goes for a shot! Adams clears without hesitation. And Zola! Oh, split-second reaction.
Zola is offering a wry smile there.
Dink through. Jackie. Cross flung in towards the middle. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Cantona.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Azar. That is good alertness. And he's quick to return it. That's really well cleared. And this is Beckham. Beckham with the cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van de Ven. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. The second half is up and running. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bruno Guimaraes gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He's having a good look here. Tevez! Decent hit from there. Nicely spread. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a big far post.
Coming on the field. Number 18, Bergkamp. Number 11, Shevchenko. Number 7, Alexander-Arnold.
Hazard. That's a good run down the left. Now Van de Ven. And it's Guimaraes. And he's in on goal! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Van de Ven. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Tevez. And it's been played through. He's got away. Can he get on the end? Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Juve with a beautifully timed run.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Bruno Guimaraes really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Bergkamp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played down the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Impressive jump! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Played out wide. Hazard. Cherki. Chance, surely! In he goes again! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now it's Bergkamp. Zola. Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So could they be onto something here? Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Makalele. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Cherki. Lovely. Now, Tevez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be 3 minutes
Pinged towards the front line. Hazard. Makalele. Bergkamp. No, that's been intercepted. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Arsenal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
Just a quick request today for everybody.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this line.
Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Oh, just the keeper now. Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's burst through. Oh, a guilty. He's having a shot. Relentless, just relentless. And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ibrahimovic, great, can he finish? And he should have made it four.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
It's Ibrahimovic! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
There's the shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Forlan, and that's a dangerous ball. Ødegaard. Hazard gets on his bike and on the move. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vardiol. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And this is Forlan. And this is Forlan. Chance! And it's in! Again, in a trice. And they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Into the channel. Forlan providing an outlet on that flank. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Forlan, and it's Sneijder. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Another one. This must be his personal high. And this is Forlan. And that is the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely feet. Crossed into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. Sneijder did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's all alone. Picks it, chance! It's a goal! And that takes him up to 30.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Ødegaard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Akanji.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for the run. He can run onto that. He's in, must be! Oh, just real chance! And he hits the net! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
He's in one-on-one, and he's got... Can he finish? And that's past the post.
Miami really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And this is Kane.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's lost his man here. And here's Ibrahim. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Foot in. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic. And the finish! And that's in. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
En el minuto 72, el dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Azar ploughing through the middle. He's free, he has got space. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Hazard has it out wide and in space. He's found some space. Hazard! And that has faded wide.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
That pass isn't the best. Hazard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hazard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He's free, he has got space.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Can he get away here? No, he's not going to get any further than that.
That's good play from him.
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Match. Everyone, please welcome our players.
And we rise now for the English national anthem. So it's down to business here. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. And the shots! Goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking to play him in. And he's in. Shoots! And there's a goal. 2. And we've barely begun here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
He's having a shot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Namdin find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
Rafinha! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Namdin are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert it.
Oh, just a keeper now! Shapes to shoot! It's in! They are purring, truly purring!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! And there's your hat-trick hero! He is simply indefatigable!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 13 minutes.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? And Shevchenko! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Great chance! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
How many? Just how many?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
After 19
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during...
Oh no, this does not look good. He is through here. That's good play. And it's Lopez. Closing in on goal. Real chance! And it's in. And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Chance for a shot! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Pete.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's running through. Upamecano. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Shot, surely! And that's a tiny finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 25 minutes...
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Tries a shot. It's a goal. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Schlotterbeck. Oh, look at the shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neuer purring, takes a shot! Oh, good finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
36 minutes is number 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, can he finish? He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
What a throw in. Oh, what a mistake! And the finish! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Kivior engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Rafinha.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Jimenez. And here's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Robertson. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Namdin really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Namdin looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And the shot! Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Namdin can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Alvarez.
And he's got away from him.
Shevchenko.
Oh, chance! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Is number 8.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And a chance! And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for options for movement. Now he's running away. Shot at goal! And that's a tiny finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Can he finish? And that's in. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Yeah, it's all happening now.
It's Kane! Well taken goal. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Tries to play it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's on it, can he get away? Joao Felix! Brilliant from Joao Felix! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Steaming on goalwards. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save.
Namdin really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Corner number 2 then. Joao Felix plays it short. England are looking to go forward now. Now it's Musiala. He's had a shot! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 72 minutes.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Big chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Decent chance! Oh, good finish! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
We'll talk about...
Chance! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 18.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything.
Great chance! That's another chance! And he's missed it.
Namdin certainly looks sharp there. They're very...
Oh no, what has happened here? Real chance! And that's a good finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. And things are much healthier in their favour.
And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Jimenez. Into the last 5 minutes. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's tidy. Musiala ploughing through the middle. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. could be danger here. Loose ball now. Shot a goal!
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Kane.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he's straight offside. Jimenez. Isak is onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Spread to the right. Kane finding himself in space. And that's it. Namdin really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Kane, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw...
Namdin can almost taste it.
Hello,
They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
And this is now today's lineup. Number 3, Manuel Neuer. Number 2, Schlotterbeck. Number 10, Kalulu. Number 5, Dayo Upamecano.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Namdin with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give... Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Ødegaard just eases him off the ball. Yamal knocks it into space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Caicedo. More and more pressure on the ball here. Camavinga. Matheus Cunha. There he goes, motoring forward. Ødegaard. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Upamecano gets a foot in here. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez running with the ball. Alvarez! We've got a goal! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And Shevchenko! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
He's having a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Son Heung-min. And here's Shevchenko. And a chance!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK,
Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Namdin find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
And the shot! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind.
Real chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Doué. And Alexander-Arnold. Schlotterbeck. Chance! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Namdin are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi powering forward here, closing in on goal. Shoots! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Matheus Cunha. Now it's Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he finish? Oh, good finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Camavinga. Rafinha. Oh, good take in a good area. Namdin looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Takes a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Alvarez completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
And a header! He's put it wide. Doué. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Played out to the left flank. Look at the space. Great chance! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's
And the finish! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 45 minutes,
He's got four. That is remarkable.
Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko.
Jimenez. It's Camavinga. It's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now, can they get him away? Alvarez! Magnificent from Alvarez! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They off. And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Rafinha, he's through on goal. Goes for a shot! And that's in. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
The goal scorer after 48 minutes is number 9, Rafinha.
Jimenez. Very nicely done. Good spot that.
Rafinha.
Messi. Drive. And Messi! And he's stuck it away. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! And it's been taken short. Shapes to shoot! It's anyone's ball now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again. And it's in. It hurts. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Fermin. Fermin! And no mistake. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Maciej Cunha. Great vision. Drives it. Impressive jump. It's a goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 71 minutes is number 4.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's having a go!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Namdin can't breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now, can he find a finish? Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Shevchenko needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ah, lovely feet.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Five minutes to add. Fermin does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Namdin are going up, and now they can dream. How do you look back on the game then?